YouTube chat.
Oh. Hi, everybody.
Somebody's in our chat.
I haven't gotten into. I meant to do that. I was going to go into YouTube and link or pin the
doodad.
The doodad. And was so busy yapping that I forgot to do it. So
that's okay.
I will do it as we speak. And hopefully it doesn't go all like crazy, silly, obnoxious. Hey, Jasmine.
It is Jasmine. I called that, didn't I?
You did.
I texted her. I was like, "Are you going to be on the live tonight?" And she's like, "Yep."
I know. We've missed you the last several weeks.
New department. Either new schedule or she forgot. Either one's fine.
Yeah. I don't know if Edsy will pop in or not. She's got her live scheduled in an hour, but
we've got 4. Well, technically 3 because I'm one of them. So we have 3 people in right now.
Well, and I'm currently logged in to YouTube too because
so we have 2.
I got to put the I have to log into my YouTube and open up the live in order to pin the link.
Gotcha. I also can't say that word. It's forever going to be bushwasher because I can't say it right.
Bushwasher.
Bushwasher. Dishwasher.
So how is everybody doing? We are here for Marguerite Miller, week 21.
Oops, I saved it in my folder as 20.
Do what?
I saved it in my folder as week 20.
Whoops. No, we're on 21. Come on, YouTube. My internet is being very, very slow.
I knew it was you, Jasmine.
Oh. Gotta mute for a sec.
Okay. Yep, I knew that was not gonna work. I was bored. Yeah, I definitely feel the boredom train today. Don't worry. We could do a month to month. Am I asking you? No. Well, that's obnoxious. Kick him. Kick all of them.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Now can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
I can hear you the first time. Hi, Anthony.
I had to mute stuff because when you open StreamYard and YouTube, it echoes everything.
Yeah, gotcha.
Sometimes there's this really obnoxious screeching noise and yeah. So then I had to figure out how to unmute everything again. For today, we could do a month to month. If I asked him, when I asked the guy, he goes, "No, guys can't do a month to month. You have to be out by the 31st." Oh, yuck.
That's what I said. Kick him. That's my solution to everything.
Yeah, unfortunately, landlords and real estate agents, they don't have to be compassionate.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So what are our prompts this week, Miss Mom?
Oh, hi, Anthony, by the way. So this week's prompts are something with wings, a math symbol, something silver, something that came in the mail, a black and white photo, and a bonus item is something torn. So as you can see, I have my distress embossing ink out and my powders. So I was telling Sam ahead of time, I'm going to kind of like ink and powder everything ahead of time, and then I'll do all the hot iron stuff, and then come back unmuted. But
hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I would think all I'd have to mute would be my microphone, but you know. Okay, where's my thing?
Where's the doohickey? Oh, that slid all the way down.
I keep meaning to. I'm gonna emboss all of these little butterflies.
Oh. Oh, only me.
What'd you do?
I might have just paper cut my lip.
No, not only you.
Okay, true. I am talking to the person who cut their finger on apple juice. No, you were ice. I was apple juice.
It was ice. Yep, cut my finger on ice.
It attacked you. I saw it.
I know. Mean. So mean.
Going to the store to get a couple things. My stuff and a mute per channel, window, device, and other. Okay, fancy pants. Back in legs hurt. Pulled weeds yesterday. Oh, exercise. Oh, I'm talking to chat.
OBS. A friend of mine is trying to figure out OBS right now. And I don't know if it's different in other countries because she's in Canada. So I don't know if the program is different per country or not.
Quiet voices. What's up, Ben? What do you need? Love you too.
But for the most part, she's like, yeah, I'm probably making it harder than it needs to be, but
OBS. That's what I deal with at work on a daily basis. Obvious bullspit. Obliterating body structure.
I can't remember why she's trying. So she could use Streamlabs, maybe?
Should be different.
I don't remember. She talked about. She talked about it.
Don't you judge my curse-freeness.
Gotta remember, she has a repeater. Who takes pride in being a repeater, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does.
She thinks it's like the funniest thing to say things she's not supposed to.
Okay, well, sometimes it is funny. I know I'm not supposed to laugh, but come on. I'm out of frame again. Game audio. You gotta teach me how to do that. I'm thinking about. Come on. very lightly thinking about streaming on other places. Yup, exactly, Jasmine.
Yeah, I can't remember why she's trying to do OBS, to be perfectly honest, but if poor memory is serving me okay, it was because she's wanting to switch over to Streamlabs from StreamYard, and in order to make her computer recognize it, she needs to switch. She needs another reader source. I am like dropping everything. It's also part of why I haven't been in my craft room, because I'm feeling very
clumsy,
dropsy, and dysfunctional, and brain farty, and
hey, I just noticed we really did switch places. You'd be proud of me. I only had to print out 3 things for this one. Well, 2 things. 1 thing I chose to print.
I didn't print anything.
No, but I print like most of my stuff every week. I didn't have to print almost anything this week. Yoink.
Yeah, Anthony, I don't know. I mean, when my paid version of StreamYard expired, I was like, I'm not going to renew it. I'm just going to keep using the free one, because there was nothing in the paid service I was using that I couldn't do for free. So I'm like, I don't understand what the paid version gives people that makes people willing to,
Pay for it?
To fork out the money, other than being able to have more people on panel than, just a couple. But, if you don't have a bunch of people on panel on a regular basis, what's the point? So I didn't have anything with math symbols on it. So I have this background stamp, and I masked off all the things that I didn't want to be embossed.
I don't know if mine counts as a symbol, but I'm gonna pretend it does.
I gotta pull all this off so that it doesn't put embossing powder where the tape was. And it should only put it where the lines were exposed. In theory. Oliver's new word, ass.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, you said you wanted him to talk more. You weren't specific.
I agree. Of all the words to learn. Mm-hmm. We'll see how well this works.
Ding, ding, ding. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, babe. There's a door there. What do you need?
Was it a little door?
Can I color the back of it?
Yeah, you can color on the back of that.
Yeah.
That still just cracks me up.
You crack me up.
You crack me up.
You crack me up.
Let's go in a different spot this time. No. I didn't say any bad words.
Little Drippy.
Don't tap. You'll make him mad. Yeah, he's just chilling. Are you showing Kenobi your picture?
Yeah.
That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Aww.
The owl creepy.
Okay. Put those away.
Hey, Mina. Minnie Moose. Sorry, that was loud. She
Okay,
dipped.
so I'm gonna mute so that I can run my heat gun.
Okay.
And hopefully not emboss my silicone mat here.
How's everybody doing? Yes, I'm aware I'm very squeaky too, so if you hear my voice squeaking, mind your business. This is the most voice I've had in about 4 days, so I still sound a little off. I lost my scissors. It's so funny to watch in silence.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not like too super loud. It's not as loud as like an actual blow dryer. But I'm sure that's loud if I go straight into it.
That's not too bad.
Come here, Flutterby. No. Don't Flutterby away. No. Stay. No. Don't fly away.
Flutter bye-bye, apparently.
Yeah, Flutterby is trying to go bye-bye. There we go.
Tiny piece of paper,
Is that how you ask?
please.
Yeah, they're in my printer.
No.
Uncle AJ says hi.
Hi, Uncle AJ. Wait, is he actually there?
He's in the chat. Yeah. He's not talking or anything, but he's listening.
By the way, Uncle AJ, your sister wants a 208 sticker.
Yeah, I'm a little upset that I saw one on the back of the Titan and not one on the back of the Ford. Thank you.
She was like, hey.
It'll sit right next to Stolas.
Right next to what?
Stolas. It's from a cartoon. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, here I am gluing without a gluing, not on a glue page again. Get glue all over my mat.
Listen, Linda, listen. Okay, Jasmine, you know where to find us.
Mom.
Hmm.
What? You asked me a question.
I don't think so. Did I?
I don't think so.
You said Mina.
No, I was talking to
No,
them.
you definitely did not say Mina.
You're more than welcome to sit in here if you want.
No.
Okay. Love you too.
You'll be too. You're B2.
Probably.
B2. Not 1 hour later.
What are you rambling about?
I don't even think she knows. And she's off again.
No. Mina is off and running? No way.
No, she always sits perfectly still and does wonderfully all the time.
Uh-huh. Because, you know, she's not ADHD like the rest of her family.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, to those people that like to try to say ADHD is not genetic, and kick rocks.
Yeah.
To say that nicely. Because, you know, it's YouTube and we have to play nice.
But isn't ADHD that one that we chose to have and it's curable?
Well, you know,
That's
why
right.
not? You know, my herniated discs are curable with exercise. So, you know, I just have to walk a little bit more.
Yeah. Where is... Oh, there it is.
You know, and that's like, you know, your heart condition is cured. It, you know, if you would just stop taking your medication.
Yep. I didn't have a high heart rate that day. That means I don't have SVT anymore.
If you just stop taking your meds, you'd be fine.
I hate people sometimes.
I hate people. I'm just hating medical
Professionals. Professionals. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm missing.
Now that he put all that away, I'm going to... What are you BSing about, Anthony? Oh, not black. What am I doing? I wasn't wanting to stamp. I was wanting to emboss.
Please, if I can find... Maybe a couple days, but it still applies. Fine for the rest of your...
I was trying to figure out what 3 comments up when he's, you know, saying BS.
Yeah.
What he's saying BS about.
I think it was about the ADHD comment about being... that was a subtle diss to somebody else.
Not being genetic.
Oh, I read it. Oh, yeah. That part. Considering I have an ADHD legacy, like she's grandfathered in at this point. She's 3rd generation.
I'm like, hello, 2 out of 3 of my children are ADHD. I'm ADHD.
Granddaughter's ADHD.
Your granddaughter's ADHD. Tell me there's not a genetic component. Yeah, right.
No one names, I want words.
Yeah, put all my stuff away, and then I'm like, oh, I want to play some more.
I don't feel like cutting those out. Never mind. Well, you know, ADHD is not hereditary, just like having a fever for 105 for hours on end doesn't cause any long-term damage.
Right. Glad I didn't turn that ahead of time. I don't know where my little It fell out. My little plug here fell out. I didn't realize it. I'm glad I didn't tip that whole tray full of powder. So, for those that don't know what embossing powder is, you have specialized ink, kind of like a gluey stuff. You have powder of different colors, and then you apply a heat tool, and it kind of melts the powder and kind of plasticizes it, I guess. And think about it. I mean, we've all seen it on like cards, scrapbooking paper, and stuff like that. We've all seen this raised plastic type decoration on stuff. But that's how it's done. But, you know, obviously commercially made stuff is, you know, they probably, you know, it's run through a machine and rapid stamped and then sprinkled with powder and shook off in the next machine and then run through an oven in the next machine. I'd be curious what mass-produced embossing looks like, actually. Hey, Mona. Wouldn't that be kind of interesting to watch, to see how they do that in mass?
Yeah. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Roller drums, like to hold, like for the stamping? Kind of like the old school, your dad always remember what it's called, but you know,
Rolodex?
No, the old printing, you know, when back I don't know that these even existed when you guys were in school, but when you get the papers that are printed on purple, and it's on a little machine that goes and it pulls paper in and it prints on it.
Like the one that used to be at Dad's work?
Mm,
That wasn't purple.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
But no, back in my day, back when I was in school, rather than having like a photocopy, you know, like when a teacher wanted to give you a test, give the class a test, they would have a master copy and they would just take it and go into a copy machine. Well, back when I was in school, those had to be hand typed out. And it was typed on a carbon copy paper. And so if you made a mistake, you couldn't fix it. You had to like take it out and start completely back from scratch. And I know this because this is what I did for my school for several years. But I can never remember the name of the machine. But you type, it's a paper, and then there's carbon, and then there's another paper underneath just to catch the carbon copy part. And then you tear
I know what you're talking about.
You attach the paper to the roller drum, and it rolls, and as it rolls, it picks the paper up and transfers the image onto the paper.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
Oh, that you might be right. The credit card receipt machine? Is that what you were thinking of at Dad's work?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Or you just slide?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm lost now. Yes? I think so.
I don't know. I'm going to have to like Google and see how they do, you know, embossed greeting cards. Yeah, I feel naked over here.
I know. I just filled mine in with a bunch of scribbles.
So, let me get behind my laptop screen. Because I have this entire little envelope here that was sent to me in Happy Mail. So something that came in the mail. And it was made with a greeting card, no less.
I see some prompts on this list for next week that I might have to come to your house for.
Wow, it's a good thing you're going to be here on Friday.
Yep, because I have something that would go great with that.
Oh, look, things that have wings. Cheater.
What?
Looking ahead.
I was cutting it out. I'm done with mine. I'm just waiting for you.
So one more big old pink butterfly.
Could never have too many butterflies. I have a butterfly too.
Well, this one has been in my book for probably 20 weeks. Waiting for me to, use it. I cut it out for one, and then I ended up not using it. Hasn't been in here that long. I think it was the one we did, the one that was something in a garden.
I
think it's when I cut that one out, something you'd find in a garden. I know it was a while back. So yeah, week 3. And it's just kind of been hanging out here waiting for the right prompt. I'm like, oh, and I was saying something last week. I was like, eventually, when I went to grab my number 20 sticker out, I'm like, eventually I'll get to use this butterfly. And then I pulled the prompts out. I'm like, oh, look, something with wings. I'll get to use it next week.
Beep.
Squish, 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 squish. Squish, squish, squish. Need to throw my little paper away because we're on to the next week. On to my next set of stickers. Week 21.
Yoink.
Today is my friend Wendy from high school's birthday.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
I'm like, I don't even know if she's on my Facebook. We haven't spoken in many, 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 many years. And tomorrow is cousin Richard's birthday.
Happy birthday, Richard.
Cousin Erica's was just last week on the 16th.
Happy belated birthday, cousin Erica.
May's a busy month for birthdays. It's like us with June and August. All like
I forgot again. Dad is 17 or 23?
23.
Okay, that's what I thought. I did say it right the first time then.
Grandma's 17.
Right.
Oh, that's next week's. Where's this week's prompts? Where'd you go?
Oh, see, giving me a hard time. I'm looking ahead. Look who's organized. Let's use organized lightly.
No, I haven't. Oh, they're over here on top. It's way over there on the top of my pile of stamps. I'll probably emboss these while I've got my stuff out. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Something with wings.
I have a kind of double feature here. I have a cool little butterfly, which also doubles as my something torn because the wings. I don't know if I can get the wings are
Okay.
torn. This is the backing. So last week when I did these shiny silver corners, this is the backing paper to that. And I thought it looked like butterfly wings, so I'm like, hey, why not? And I also have both of these ladies are holding birdies. Watch how you do this. You don't know about this kind of backing before it is fun.
Yeah, and Mona, I have so many different YouTubers that I watch that do these challenges. So there's always something going on. So I have 2 butterflies. So this one is embossed. It's hard to see, but I stamped it with this swirly stamp. And it's got Stardust is what they call it. Stardust embossing powder. So it's got glitters on it. And then I got this extra butterfly because I felt that part of my page was way too naked. A math symbol.
See, here's where I said I'm not sure if this counts as a symbol so much as an anomaly, I guess, but I have a Mobius strip down here. Boop, boop.
What is a Mobius strip? I don't know what that is.
A Mobius strip is a continuous, how do I word this? It's a continuous shape with a singular plane. So if you follow, like, you know how you'd like run your finger along it? It stays on one side. It's on one side, technically.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain that properly without Googling it.
So, and as I said in the beginning, I don't have anything with math symbols other than numbers. So I had this background stamp and I masked off to make plus symbols. And I stamped that with my embossing ink and embossed it in silver.
Explained it well enough. Okay, I'm glad you got what I was getting at.
That is also my silver element.
A lot of mine are doubled up too.
Is my math symbols. Well, I've kind of figured out that I kind of have to since I'm only doing half sheet pages.
That's fair.
It's like if I don't, then I don't have room for everything.
Something silver. Well, you explained your silver then.
Yes.
I have a couple different silver elements. I have some sparkly silver washi going on in the background. I have this is my marker for my wax seals, my wax kit.
Is that your math symbol, Anthony?
Pie. I thought about pie.
Pie.
And I have like some silver. I mean, you can try to read it. I promise it doesn't say anything. It's just scribbles. But now it's all shiny and silvery. But I wanted it to look like somewhat like handwriting, but messy, scratchy handwriting. Silver.
Hey, there's an art to that. People sell digital kits of just that.
Yeah, I can figure that out.
Something that came in the mail.
Mine's hiding, but I have an envelope. This is my my pay stub envelope going on down here. Boop, boop.
Awesome. And I see that's where you dated.
Yep. And
that also your prompt holder?
Yes, that is also my prompt holder. My prompts are on the back of a tag.
The tag that you made. Awesome.
Which is
so my things that came in the mail. A is this little envelope. This came in Happy Mail. It's a little coin envelope that was coffee or tea dyed by the previous the person that sent it to me. And then as you saw me going through this little book that was sent to me by a stranger, I pulled out another butterfly as well. So those my somethings that came in the mail.
Excuse me. Still got dry coughs.
Oh, sorry, I just scanned over and looked at the prompts for next week.
I know, they're cool.
Yeah. Black and white photo.
Give me just a second. I need to cough.
So for me, I'll do mine first then. While she coughs up a lung. This is one half of a picture, a long picture. This was from JFK's funeral. So there's probably there's some dignitaries in there, I'm sure, but lots of military personnel. And again, because I had my embossing fold powders out, I did little corner frames on the picture. And just because it was on my desk.
Boy, sorry, I'm dying.
What was that?
I said, geez, sorry, I'm dying, apparently. It was one of those coughs. You cough so hard, you kind of, like, you hag a little. My black and white photos, I have these two very pretty ladies holding their birdies. And I also have this cool little mountain water thing that is my tag. Those are all technical terms. Water thing. I am unmuted, right?
Yes, you are unmuted.
Okay.
You were robot-y for me, but as we know from past history, that's usually just on my end.
Yeah, okay.
So it's usually just my Wi-Fi being stupid. Has a little piece of lace hanging out on my desk, so I'm like, I'm just gonna add it. Why not? So just added a little strip of lace there. And then bonus item is something torn.
So I have my background papers are torn and then inked in this really pretty fuchsia color. I love this ink. For somebody who doesn't like pink, I sure use this a lot. It's starting to go dead.
Like the brand or the color or both?
The color. And then my butterfly wings, like I mentioned earlier, are also torn.
Yeah. Say, because there's inks that I have that I like. This brand I would never buy myself. These came in a box of inks that I bought off a marketplace. I do not like this brand. I was using them earlier, and like you can see the bumps on the ink pad.
Yeah.
So it's like leaving things behind, and you can't blow them off. You have to kind of like try to wipe them without smearing the ink. And I'm like, I'm like
this brand's not too bad.
Here, and all I'm trying to do is stamp.
This is the only one I have of this brand. I'm pretty sure I got this at at a secondhand store. But this brand's pretty good. Crystal Distress will always be my favorite. Hey, yeah. Ranger. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ranger.
The Rangers are most of what I have. My Distress inks, my oxides are all Ranger. My archival is Ranger / Tim Holtz. But I also have this entire brand, Brilliance. And these are all archival inks, and I've got them in all kinds of different colors, but I never use them.
How did I never know that these were Tim Holtz?
I don't know.
Because I don't read.
Maybe. He has a YouTube channel. Every once in a while, he actually just did a live not that long ago, like a couple days ago. But he does like reviews of his inks. Like when every time he released a new ink, he would do a demo showing you the difference between the ink and the oxide, and it's kind of cool. And I mean, his craft area, his craft space is so cool. I would get lost in there just looking at stuff. And I'm trying to remember, there's another YouTuber that I watch. Was it Louisa? I think it is Louisa Heinzel did a junk journal of his craft room.
Ooh.
So like each page was like a screenshot of his craft room. And I'm like, oh my God. And like the cover was all 3D. It's so cool. I'm pretty sure it was Louisa that did the book. But yeah, his craft room is awesome. And my envelope here is where my prompt is going to be. That is not the correct one. This is the correct one. Ta-da!
Mobius strip is one of my favorite things in mathematics. The one is asking if it's the British
Mona,
one.
The British one what? Person?
Talking about Tim Holtz, maybe?
Maybe.
I know that's what we were just talking about.
He might be British. Or if you're talking about people that I've tagged on my channel, you might be are you Kerry Griffiths? I know he's English. He's in the UK. I think Tim Holtz is American. And Louisa is German. And talk about dedicated to her YouTube channel. For every video she does 2. She does an English one and she does a German one. I think it's I'm like 99% sure it's German. And it's not one video and then dubbed in English. She actually films 2 videos for every project she does.
Dang.
So if you understand German, great. You'll know what she's saying in the other one. But if not, mute it, put some music of your own on and watch it. But then you get, you always get a 2-for-1 with her, which is really cool. My day job gets in the way. Woman making journals. I think I saw an English one, but I forget names. Gosh, there's so many. I don't know. Oh, Tina, Shabby Dabby Doodah. She is English. I talk about her a lot on my channel. I like a lot. I do a lot of her digitals off of Etsy. She does one of these challenge type things too. What she does is she did she calls them reruns. So she's got like week 1 and she does 100 weeks, which I think is interesting. Because there's only 52 weeks in a year. But so she's on week like 213 or something. So she's already done, she did our first 100 weeks and then she just repeats the same. So like week 1 and week 101 is the same concept, but obviously different materials, and maybe different perspective on that concept because it's been 100 weeks since you've done it. So your thought process might be different. And then week 3, 201. Oops. So week 1, 101 and 201 are all the same concept, but done many, 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 many weeks apart. She also does a series that she calls the X Piles. And that's where she just makes things with whatever's on her desk. And I will tell until her desk is cleared. It's like and so however long the series goes depends on how massively piled up her desk is. And I will say, watching her X-Files, I love watching them, but at the same time, it stresses me out because literally you can see, like, this is her working space. And you can see, like, right here is where her pile begins, and it's off screen. And her pile is right here, and it's off screen because they're just so tall. And I'm like, I mean, it gives me so much anxiety to think, oh my gosh. And she shows her desk at the beginning of the X-File series that she did. Her last one she did, and I'm like, oh my god, I would like panic. But I love watching the series because seeing just kind of what she can just reach in and pull something out of a pile and make something out of it. I'm like, oh, I don't know that I could ever get my brain to work that way. But yeah, I'm trying to think. So Gail is in Montana. Melina and Edith are both in Alabama. I'm not sure where. Well, Rachel at Roxy Creations, she's in Italy. Carrie is in the UK. I'm not sure where Marguerite Miller is. I think she's US based.
I know.
I've only watched a couple of her videos. Are you announcing where you're from, Anthony? He's like, Idaho.
Washington.
Who else do I watch? I'm not sure where Camellia Krause or Lollapalooza. I'm not sure where they're from. Pam at the Paper Outpost, I think, is in Florida.
I want to go buy some Pop-Tarts.
You want to go buy some Pop-Tarts?
With you.
Maybe tomorrow?
Wait,
Yeah.
you don't have Pop-Tarts in your cabinet?
School, okay.
After school?
After school?
No, because she ate them all. Not right now.
I'm like, Miss Pop-Tart doesn't have Pop-Tarts? What the-
She ate them all. I've got competition for once.
You still have Pop-Tarts?
Inside voice.
I don't have Pop-Tarts. Nope.
Grandma can't eat Pop-Tarts, I don't think.
Grandma cannot eat Pop-Tarts. And Grandpa doesn't need to eat Pop-Tarts.
Can I help you do the butterflies?
Baby, I'm already done. What do you mean?
No, on the next page.
Oh, I'm not doing the next. We do the next page next week.
Exactly, Mona. The creative that's what the people the crafters that do the collaging, that's what they say, is the best thing to do because it challenges the brain, and to be able to go back, if you do these year after year after year, you will also see the progression of your creativity from when you were like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. How do I put these together? And being able to see how your brain has transitioned in creativity and in the artwork.
Okay, let me have this. Oh, I promise I won't swallow it. Okay.
And collaging for the most part, if you can give into it, can be very freeing because you can do it without a lot of thought, especially when you're doing just like collage pages like I've done. It's glue and stick, glue and stick, glue and stick. Cannot,
Go get another granola bar.
Chill the brain out. So you think you've watched Louisa? I really like her work. She does a lot of grunge.
ADHD manifested.
Yes. I like that. Very, very true. Manifested on paper.
I have my pink one.
And Louisa Heinzel is not her real name. She actually does a video that explains how she came up with her name. That is her YouTube name. I can't remember. I watched it. It was a couple years ago when I watched it. I don't really remember, but if you like frilly, girly, pink lace, flowers, super girly stuff, I say G Kerr, Angela Kerr, Shabby Dabby Doodah. If you like eclectic, Gail, Scrapbooking with Me, Melina, they tend to be a little more on the pretty side than the grungy side, but they do dabble a little bit more in the grunge. For full on eclectic, Pam, 100%. If you
She's one of
want
my
just
favorites.
full on ADHD eclectic, whoa, throw everything, including the kitchen sink, into a journal. Absolutely is Pam. And like I said, Louisa she's very grunge. She does a lot of splatter painting, a lot of mixed media, texture paste, and stuff like that. So I watch a little bit of everybody because I'm kind of, whatever the mood strikes that day is what I choose to do.
And if you like pina coladas,
getting caught in the rain. Just trying to think what the next line was.
well, I know one of them we can skip. If you have half a brain, though. I don't know what the third. Something. If you have half a brain.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Pina coladas are literally my favorite, and I can't have them. The universe
if it
really
makes you feel any better, I
one.
can't eat pickles anymore or strawberries.
No, because I'm waiting for it to catch up with me. I'm waiting to find out all of that is genetic.
I get like 3 strawberries, and I'm nope. And I get like a half a pickle, and nope. Losing foods on the daily. I lost pineapple a long time ago.
Do I have permission to blame you then for my allergy?
Unfortunately, yes. I don't know who I can blame, though. I don't know where it came from.
I think when they were just mixing up the stew that we were stemmed from, they just threw in a couple extra ingredients, and they're just like, ha, watch these people.
Well, I always joked, because for the most part, my siblings are all healthy. They're all starting to experience age-related stuff, obviously. I mean, they're all older than me. I'm the baby, so my sisters are, in their 60s and almost in their 60s. So, they're all starting to experience age-related stuff, but for the most part, they're healthy. And so, I always joked that, when my mom and my dad were having children, it was like, once it came to me, it was like, oh, this is their last one. And we have all these illnesses left over in the basket here, and threw them all into the basket and then stirred it all up. And then I was born. Yeah. My next door neighbor is allergic to alcohol too. Which is unfortunate because I always want to offer her a drink after one of her hard days at work. I want to just bring her a drink, and I'm like, and I can't because she can't have alcohol.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So yeah, usually I'll be like, okay, where do you like to go eat? And I'll go buy her a gift card to a restaurant or something. Like, go treat yourself.
Just get her some alcohol-free, alcohol-free wine or alcohol-free beer.
Yeah. I think it's probably she's been without it long enough that even that was probably not even worth it.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise. Yeah. Well, she's also a lightweight, so that doesn't help either. Because she doesn't drink, so she's a lightweight.
That's fine. Being a lightweight is better. It makes drinking cheaper.
Yes, that's true. But yeah, no, when Allison's been really busy, I'll just go get her a gift card to a restaurant and it's like, go treat yourself. Go out, take yourself out to lunch, or invite a friend to go to dinner.
Take her dogs out.
Oh no,
Take her dogs out to dinner.
Her dogs would eat me. Oh
no, she'd take her dogs out to dinner.
I couldn't afford for her to take her dogs out to dinner. You know how many she has? Be cheaper to feed the horses.
Might be cheaper to take one horse than all the dogs.
It might be. It might be.
I don't know. So far, all I know I'm allergic to is pineapple and that one tree that I never remember the name of, which are both easily avoidable, but I should be finding out within the next, I don't know, soon, if I'm allergic to anything else I didn't know about.
The tree or that bush that was in front of our house in Pasco?
I keep calling it a tree. It's a bush. The one that was in front of the Pasco house.
Yeah, I can never remember what it was either.
Oh, and fleas. I'm allergic to fleas. It was
sticky and gross, whatever it was.
And we have a lot of them here in town, too.
It was almost like an arborvitae, but as a bush instead of as a tree.
Yeah. Those are easily avoidable allergies. Because it's as simple as like, hey, there's no pineapple in it, right? Or just not touching the tree
for the most part. As long as it's that you don't end up being airborne sensitive to it.
Yeah. But clearly shoot. I wonder because I guess I'll know after the screening.
Yeah, hopefully.
Clearly I'm allergic to something. We just don't know what it is.
I mean, my allergy testing said I was not allergic to things I had anaphylactic reactions to, so maybe it'll give you answers.
If I have a glass of wine or beer, terrible migraine. Yep, yes.
Yeah.
I get really bad headaches with alcohol too.
So how big is drinking in Norway, Mona? Is that like over there? Is it like standard practice to like have a drink with dinner, or is that still for the most part just individual
taste
preference? Because like here, I mean it's almost expected in a lot of places.
It's like, a fancy dinner, you have to have a glass of wine,
right? I didn't know a whole lot about Norwegian culture. I've learned some through knowing Mona.
It's always fun to learn new stuff.
Yeah. I learned that they just celebrated Constitution Day.
Ooh.
And she showed us, she posted a picture on her IG of her in her outfit. I forget what it was called. Every weekend unexpected. See? I mean, that's like when you go to Ireland. If you don't drink and you go to Ireland, hello. It's like it's
almost like a faux pas.
Yeah. You go to Ireland, they expect you to be a hardcore alkie. And if you're not, they look at you sideways.
It's taboo to be Irish and not drink. My coworkers laugh at me because I don't eat potatoes and I don't drink like Heineken or Hennessy, most beers I don't drink. And they're like, what kind of Irish person are you?
An Americanized one.
Like I'm an Irish person drinking Russian drinks. That's what I am. I'm a vodka girl.
Big drinker, so you should outsider. Yeah, I'm, and at least you have an easy out and be like, sorry, I can't. I'd end up in the hospital.
Yeah, true.
I can't drink it. My phone is going crazy and I don't even know where it's at. It's lost on my desk somewhere. It's buried. This is not even the right phone. This is spare phone number 2. There it is. I guess I need it out because I got to take a picture anyway. Yes, you can make vodka with potatoes. Yeah, Russian. That would be another culture where if you don't drink, people are going to side-eye you.
Yeah.
Because it's just, natural to their culture. Camera. So I've got several text messages from you. Did you already send me your picture?
No, I was sending you the definition of a Mobius strip.
Oh. Okay. I might go grab my phone. I'm like, oh, a photo. So don't forget to send me a photo of your pretties.
All right, y'all. Flash warning. You never know. I like to warn people.
All right. So we're ready for next week's prompts. And to get out of here, we've been on here for just over an hour.
Oh, I hit my camera.
Are you punching people?
Just, I guess technically me.
When I bumped my camera, I'm like, sorry, I smacked you guys.
Yeah, I'm punching the audience.
A border or frame, which, you could always come and cut some out with the Sizzix on Friday. Or you can,
True.
or if you don't have any at home. Something found in a library. A bug or an insect. A piece of newspaper. Stitching. Real, drawn, or stamped. And bonus item is paint splatters.
Ooh-wee.
So we are going to be like total mixed media next week.
Heck yeah, I'm here for it. I'm excited.
It's going to be all bumpy and like 3D-ish and,
Steel barrel.
Pretty much.
I think one of the vodkas that I drink is potato vodka.
We're at week 21. I still don't have a cover for this. I don't have a decoration on my
if
cover.
If you want to be technical, me neither.
I'm like, all my other ones have a topper. I haven't figured out a topper for this one yet. So, I still have my perpetual prompts with Carrie Griffiths that I got to film for tomorrow. Haven't filmed it yet. As I've been kind of not in the best of headspaces, so I haven't really been hanging out in my craft very much.
If it ferments, it can be alcohol.
Very true. Ask the prisoners. The prisoners can tell you all about how to make anything into alcohol.
People.
People? Oh, turn people into alcohol?
Coworkers that make you mad. You got to be good for something.
I'm like, what are these? Oh yeah, these are clusters that go with my mermaid journal. I got to take them across the hall.
People decay. I bet you we can find a way to make them ferment.
Well, if we ferment them, then I can't eat them or drink them. So.
Or, you can just stop being allergic to everything.
Yeah, because I have a choice in that.
Yeah. Unless you're talking about the stomach. No. I just need something to do with my useless coworkers. Which, to be fair, I don't have any since I switched departments. But
all of my devices are talking.
Yeah. got stuff all over my desk and I don't know what it is.
Who knows?
Well, I'm hoping, there's no guarantees yet, but I'm hoping one of these Tuesdays I might have to skip because I'm going to be relocating. We'll see. I'm hoping I'll know by the end of the month.
Hopefully.
The only problem is they have to get a hold of the person who is currently living there, and they have not been able to find him. So, yeah.
Do you need a lot of different things to do this? Well, Mona, that's the great thing about it is that, because the prompts are vague, everybody's is going to be different because you're going to be able to pick from whatever's in your environment. Like next week, for example, obviously anything you have that's newspaper, it's going to be different than what I have as newspaper. A bug or an insect, I might pick ladybugs. She might pick cockroaches. Or is a spider a bug or an insect? I don't even know. Something found in a library. I mean, think about things in a library. You've got books, you've got writing utensils, you've got computers, you've got desks, you've got librarians. My library has a fireplace. Not all libraries have fireplaces, so it's just, looking around in your environment, in your space, and see what you can find to put in there, and then like the stitching for next week, real, drawn, or stamped. So if you don't have a sewing machine and you don't want to stitch on paper and you don't have stamps that look like stitching, you just draw it. Draw X's or draw dashes or zigzags.
Yeah.
Sorry, got a hair in my mouth.
It's definitely up for interpretation, which is my favorite part.
Right, and so it's like, and there've been ones that her and I've done. It's like, I don't know if that's gonna like fit in that category, but hello.
It's up for interpretation.
Like this was what I used as a flower this week. Was this die cut? Because to me, that looks like a flower. To other people, that wouldn't look like a flower.
I think anxiety to this day is my favorite.
This, something that contains a face. For me, clocks have faces.
Ooh, what was mine? What did I do? Oh, I did pareidolia.
Yeah. And that was because we talked about it the week before.
Yeah. But like, this is the character anxiety. This was mine for something found in a doctor's office. Anxiety.
That's funny. Yes, Anthony, we do have a lifetime of craft supplies to pick from.
Excuse me, I have half a lifetime, thank you.
You have a lifetime. You have half a lifetime at your house. The other half is at my house.
Yeah, see, I only have access to half a lifetime.
But you still have a lifetime of supplies. You just only have ready access to half of it. And then you have my lifetime supply that you have access to when you come here to get into your other half.
What? I do not come over there to steal cheese and craft supplies, okay?
No, you sure don't.
Lifetime and a half.
I like your play on words there, Mona.
Brain to start. Things around like that. Yeah.
And so, so just as a reminder for next week, Mona, a border or a frame, something found in a library, a bug or insect, a piece of newspaper, stitching, either real, drawn, or stamped, and paint splatters. So, like you said, I'm gonna start repinning. I'm gonna try to remember to start pinning the link back on in the YouTube, and anybody is welcome to come up on panel to craft with us or even just to chat along. You don't have to be crafting if you want to just come up and chat rather than typing. Just grab that link and it'll let me know somebody's backstage.
We
Don't
do
even
like
have to be.
company.
Yep, you don't even have to be on camera. But yeah, I would love to have more people coming up on panel with us and crafting. The invitation's always out there.
Yeah.
Code crafting.
I'm getting back into dream catcher making, so I'm multitasking again. Refinding all those passions that were stolen from me years ago.
Yeah. And start putting them on your back on your YouTube channel. Start doing videos. We're still trying to get her numbers up so she can start going live from her channel. But you know, I mean, you can always list stuff on my Etsy if you want.
Boy, howdy, do I have a lot of stuff.
Or Anthony has offered up his server as well, his site to post stuff on.
I have been 375 to go. I have been crocheting a lot more too.
We need to get her to 50 so she can go live. YouTube requires that. You have to have 50 subs to be able to go live. And so once we can get her to 50, then when we do these, then it'll stream on both of our channels simultaneously. But yeah, 375 for her to go to get to monetization.
I'm not super worried about it. I think I'm subscribed. I don't even know. I haven't even looked lately.
Well, and it doesn't even really tell us, unless the person that subs to you has it checked on their account that people can see that they've subbed them. It doesn't tell you.
I have 34 subscribers. Well, and I think I had a pretty logical excuse because I kind of went from, oh, it's good, to what the heck. I'm getting back into the swing of things now, though, and hopefully, if everything works out. Yeah, we'll see, because I might be getting my own space to work in again. So,
yes, fingers crossed.
Yes.
I was referring to your first 1,000. Gotcha. My numbers have decreased some since like the people that sub to my channel for nefarious purposes. Some of them have fallen off since that video. I privated that video. When they can't see that content on my channel anymore, they've fallen off. I'm still over the 500, or I'm still over 600, but
oops.
My watch hours keep bouncing between 1880 and 1890. And then it's like I get to like 1890, 1889, and then the next day I look and I'm back down to like 1882. And I'm like,
Little Anakin is one of my highest viewed videos. That's cute.
In my most recent, it was my interesting plate of something. Was my most viewed of the recent ones, which I think is funny.
Okay, babes. Oh, I don't know. As soon as I gotta find that passion again. Once I find that passion again, I'll start uploading again.
Yeah.
Share with my friends. More subs. You're 3 behind. You've had YouTube so much longer. How am I only 3 behind? Or is Mom 3 behind you?
No, I'm 3 behind him.
Okay, I was gonna say there ain't no way.
Yeah, mine jumped super, super fast after I posted that one video. My watch hours went through the roof after I posted that video. And it's 208 concepts, Mona. I will
Oh, here, I can link it.
Yeah. I'm like, you're my mod, you do it. Because I would have to bounce out of StreamYard to be able to do it.
As soon as I stop being dumb.
Yeah, Sam will link it. But anyway, my watch hours went up and my subscriber count went way up after that video.
You're welcome.
And then when I privated the video, I lost like 700 watch hours, which I didn't realize that when you private a video, it takes your hours away. In this case, I'm okay not losing those hours. I'd rather lose the hours than have that video up and have it being used the way it grosses me out to think that it was.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yep.
Sick people.
Me
Well,
see if
like I said, I think a lot of those subs now that they don't have access to that anymore. No, Mona, it was just a video of my granddaughter talking about what we were having for dinner. And it got like 14,000 something views, and I'm like, why? What? Well, when I went in and looked into my analytics, I realized that
it was creepy people.
It was people in a foreign country. It was all male. Yeah. It fell into the creep side of YouTube. And I didn't realize it it had been up for probably 2 months. Maybe 3 months. And I didn't realize it. And just one day I happened to be like just checking out my analytics. And I was going from video to video, looking at the analytics on each video. And I was like, ew, 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 ew. And I was like, nope. And so I let her know. And I said, I'm pulling the video down, and like I said, it still grosses me out to know that where that video has gone, but nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very ew.
Very, very icky people.
Yes. But I have been watching, trying to steer away from a lot of the drama, of YouTube. I have been watching a lot of, I don't know what to call them. For lack of a better term, I would call them like karaoke channels, where people do open mic and people come up and sing on panel. I don't know. I don't know what else to call them, but karaoke channels, and they're all in like the Philippines and Hong Kong and and stuff like that. But a couple of them actually do channel shout outs throughout their entire streams. So I've gained some subs through that and some followers. And, I'm like, and it's not people. There have been some that have come on that just gave me a number or just gave me a view, and I haven't seen or heard from them since. But there's several that I know have watched multiples of my videos that have commented on multiple videos. I have some real people coming from those channels too, but I like it because I get like nightly concerts, and I get to listen to something that's not drama and hate filled. Hi, Carl. Is he wearing a crown?
It's sure. It's just some strings I had on my desk that he is wearing as a headband.
Okay, he looks like he's wearing a crown.
I should make him a crown.
I guess they're still called crowns, like what the Romans wore.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I would assume so, and like I said, I think I think I've followed like 4 or 5 channels now, and there's 2 that's in Hong Kong. Ed is in Hong Kong. Josella is in the Philippines. Mira is in, well, her name is, it says she's USA, so I'm assuming she's got to be here somewhere, but she is Filipino. But I'm like, wow, there are some beautiful voices. There are some beautiful voices on YouTube.
Yes, there is.
And I've really enjoyed finding those channels and just being able to have them playing and being able to listen to, music and just hearing voices. Carl is weird.
Carl is very weird.
He's a derpy dog.
Carl is what happens when you decide you no longer want to make a dinosaur halfway through a dinosaur pattern.
And you end up with a Carl.
And yes, he is intentionally bad. He's intentionally weird. He's got crooked ears and crooked eyes, and his nose isn't in the center. He's perfectly imperfect.
He needs to take some more field trips.
Yes. I know. I forgot to take him to work with me the other day.
Maybe he can go to the movies with us.
Yes.
Are you making him a crown now?
I'm making him a crown.
Me too, Mona. Yeah. Me too. And that may be part of why I've been... Okay, that makes sense. Maybe part of why I've been in a funk for the last week. I know that's not all of it. I think I'm just kind of going through my own
stuff,
my own hormonal imbalance situation. So I'm in a funk anyway. But so I've been watching lots of kitty videos, lots of animal videos, lots of karaoke, like I said, karaoke channels. Yeah, stress-induced depression. Yeah.
Yeah, very possible.
Well, and I think it's just, for me, I think it's just everything is piling on. All the hormone changes, all the dietary stuff that I've got to do, all the physical issues that I can, everything is just, I think everything just kind of get caught up to me.
Yeah, but I believe it.
So I've been kind of even had a hard time watching like my true crime stuff because I feel like I find myself getting angry watching it, or I didn't used to. I don't normally get angry when I'm watching true crime. But, watching stuff like that, I'm finding that I'm like yelling at yelling at my TV and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, okay, I need to take a break.
Ugh, me watching people pretend they don't know how to play a game.
I wouldn't be pretending I don't know how to play the games.
Oh, my roommate's back.
Your what is back?
Roomie.
I was thinking about him last night. I was like, did he ever make it home? I hadn't heard you talk about him in a while.
He's been very quiet. He hurt his foot while he was in Hawaii, so he's been pretty down for the count.
Oh.
On the first day.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. You too, Mona? Like yelling at your TV and stuff? Just finding that you're, or taking a break. Or both.
I could use a break.
Watching Paranormal and Scream. Yeah. Well, shouldn't you be screaming if you're watching Paranormal?
I love watching paranormal stuff. That's one of my favorite things to do in my free time.
I don't have noise canceling headphones, but I do have headphones that like cover my ears. So I'll have to try watching some paranormal stuff
Yes.
with headphones and see if I can hear what they're hearing.
Yes.
Well, Anthony, that's because you're weird. Fall asleep watching Paranormal.
I do.
You do.
Like I said, that's one of my favorite things.
You go to sleep to it. You don't fall asleep watching it. There's a different.
Okay.
There's a difference between the two.
I want to go ghost hunting so bad.
Well, you know, Mona, that's why I live in the country. Because I don't have very many neighbors. And the ones that I do have are just as crazy as I am. So it's all good.
Oh, I might get this crown done before we're done. Before we clock off. Clock off.
Before we're done chatting.
I crochet fast.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, paranormal. I mean, it should be creepy and it should be scary and.
Fall asleep. Yes, I do fall asleep. That's like, you know, some people listen to like rain and like thunderstorms and the babbling brook. I fall asleep to ghost shows.
Yep, she puts them on intentionally. It's like nighttime routine.
Yep. That is absolutely one of my favorite things by far to watch. And true crime. I fall asleep to true crime a lot too.
Me too.
Come on. There we go.
You know, Anthony, you're naming off a bunch of people I know nothing about.
Tales from the Crypt. Yeah. Although watching that back now.
As funny as AF.
Yep.
There was nothing scary about anything that ever appeared on Tales from the Crypt. And I look back at it now and go, did they ever really mean for that to be scary?
I don't think so. I think it was supposed to be funny.
You know, did we all just assume it was going to be supposed to be scary because of what it was? But the whole time they laughing at us because that was never what it was supposed to be. I don't even know. Tales from the Crypt, was that available? I don't know if that's an American thing or if that's available around the world.
House of a Thousand Corpses. Oh, I loved that movie though. That's a good lullaby.
Now, I don't know.
You raised some weird kids, Ma.
I know. Was it 13 Doors or something like that? The movie that had like the house with all the locked doors that had like the ghosts behind them. What movie was that?
That one does not sound familiar to me.
It was like glass. They had glass walls, and they had spells written on them that kept the doors locked.
Carl's king now.
What is that, like 13? I think you're right. I was like 13 doors. It was 13 something. I think 13 ghosts. I think you're right. That one was kind of creepy.
You embossing again.
I am. Figured if we're going to sit here and chat, I might as well do my butterflies. Oh, those little boogers are hot.
Where am I? Oh, that's
So,
way behind.
There, I'll show you the difference. So the wood ones versus the silver ones.
Oh, I like the silver. That's cute.
So I have all kinds of different embossing colors down here. So because 4 will fit nicely under my little pad, I'm doing 4 at a time.
What do you mean you don't watch the original Pet Cemetery? That's the best one. I still name all the stray cats in my neighborhood church.
See, and I never found the Pet Cemetery movies scary either.
They're just sad.
Disturbing.
Sad.
I definitely did not like the second one.
I have not watched it. I refuse. I've heard it's good. I'll take their word for it.
I didn't think it was good.
That's fair. I love Pet Sematary. That's still one of my favorite Stephen King movies ever. Dreamcatcher,
like
The Shining.
King. What are you talking about?
I do like The Shining. I want to go to the Stanley Hotel. You should go with me. We can ghost hunt there.
That would be a cool vacation.
All right, I'll bring my spirit box. Let's go to the Stanley. I still want to go to Hotel Cecil too. I only got to drive past it. Isn't it in Colorado, isn't it?
I was going to ask if you knew where it was. I don't know.
I have a vague memory of it being in Colorado. Colorado.
Yeah, I would like to go to the Shining house.
Yes.
I think that would be cool.
I want to stay in room 217 at the Stanley Hotel.
Especially if I could meet Jack Nicholson while I was there.
Oh. Penhurst. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd love to go to Penhurst. Or, I'd have to look it up. There's an asylum I'd love to go to also. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, Sam is a major Stephen King fan.
I only had about 150 of his books when he only had 250. Been at The Shining. Yeah, no, I want to go so bad.
I mean, I wasn't a super big fan of like his Norm de Plume ones when he was writing under
Richard Bachman.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, they weren't as good. It always baffles me how you can have the same person and one of them's really good and the other one's not as good.
Yeah.
It amuses me. Stephen King is who inspired me to start writing, though. And I'm almost done with my 4th book. And I still need to work on the rewrite to the first one.
Yeah. Keep trying to
That
hook
one's
you up
where all
with
the
somebody.
trauma's at. It's difficult.
I keep trying to hook you up with somebody and help you get them published.
That one's the hardest one.
The first one?
Yes. And that's where all the
Yeah, I
trauma's
agree,
at.
Mona. I mean, can you really call yourself a paranormal channel if you haven't been there?
I'd love to have a channel where I get to go ghost hunting. I would make that my entire livelihood and feel no shame.
Oh, okay. I will bring me back to this conversation, Sam, when we're not on a live.
Okay. I know it wasn't filmed at the Stanley, but he wrote it at the Stanley, and that is enough for me. Bummed the camera.
There was something interesting that I'm like, I think you would think is funny, but yeah, I'm like, can you really call yourself a paranormal channel if you haven't been to like the most famous, haunted hotel?
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't been to the Cecil, if you haven't been to the Stanley, are you really?
I want to go to the Cecil so bad. I've only been, like I said, I've only been able to drive in front of it. It was closed when we drove by it. I'd love to go inside and stay a week.
Go back to California, go ghost hunting at the Winchester.
Love it. I want to go back to Alcatraz too.
That would be fun. See if any part of the movie rings true. The house is really haunted by the ghosts of people killed by the gun. Still cracks me up when we went to watch that movie and the lady in the seat next to me. That's a real place? Yes.
We've been there. Oh, I do watch Twin Paranormal. They're good. I like watching Sam and Colby too. They're a little more on the entertaining side, is how I would explain it, but they still get really good stuff. Twin Paranormal is a good one, though. I do watch them a lot.
I don't blame her, Anthony. I didn't even want to do the daytime Alcatraz tour, but
take me on the nighttime tour. I'll go.
It's like boring. I mean, we went on the haunted walking tour of Portland and saw nothing. So.
I need to find my red yarn so I can make him a cape.
Make him Superman?
No, like one of those fancy rich people capes that kings wear.
I got you. Silver. Okay. Green.
Ooh, I'd love to go to the Germany one. Ooh. That one's close by. I wish the cemetery that's down the road, I wish that didn't have a curfew because I would be spending most of my nights there. Because I know one
I don't know
person in
that.
particular.
I don't know that there's any cemetery, at least not U.S. cemeteries, that don't have a curfew.
Yeah. I go
Most
there
of
to
them
talk
do.
to at least one person. I know there's more than one there.
No, Mona, they're talking about the Alcatraz here in San Francisco.
I do want to go to the Germany one though. I'd love to go to an old TB hospital too. Look it up. You know, give me a place to stay while I come down there and investigate a TB hospital.
I didn't even realize there was an Alcatraz in Germany. Interesting.
Where's my little lizard at?
But then again, I'm more about true crime than I am about paranormal.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. True crime stuff.
You know, take me to the home of, John Wayne Gacy or Ted Bundy.
Hi, buddy. Just checking on you. You've been hiding a while. We'll get the weekly pet hold cam. Whoa, shit! You scared the crap out of me. He just took off out of nowhere. Almost dropped him. You scared me, buddy. There we go. Calm down. There we go. Okay. Nope, he is not down for saying hi. Yeah? You want to try? Yeah? Yeah, we're good. We're good. See, we're good. You scared me, that's all. He's a jumper.
He's probably thinking, well, you scared me back.
I know. I tried to get him over my desk because I was holding him over my lap, and I tried to get him over the desk so if he did jump, he'd at least land on the desk and not on the floor. He scared the poopies down of me.
Yeah, the jail in San Fran. When we
Apparently
took
I
our
scared
family vacation when the kids were little, we went on the tour during the day, but
I scared the skin off of him.
I could go grab Peachy or Ducky.
Ducky'd probably sit still longer.
I'd probably have better luck with Ducky. What other color flosses? These are powder, not flosses.
Where's your water at?
No, you weren't quite in high school because Sis was like 6. Well, it was easy to figure out. My last payment was in 2000. So that was when we took our vacation, was in 2000.
So 6. Yeah. The guy who escaped and lived in Brazil. Probably heard dark arts. Exploring with fighters. I haven't seen Exploring with Fighters.
I've heard of Dark Arts TV, but I've never watched it. My dogs are feeling the rain. Oh, the contraband lizard.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm guessing that there's some achy bones going on in the living room because I keep hearing lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, which means somebody's pacing. It has been cold and intermittently rainy all day today, so I'm sure old lady arthritis has got her bones aching. Oh my gosh, the contraband lizard.
In the Tupperware.
There's some memories. Yes, in the Tupperware. He didn't last once we got him to Washington, though.
It's 3 state lines.
I'm guessing it was too cold up here for him, for a California lizard.
I know, buddy. I'm sorry. He's mad at me now. My contraband lizard. Except he's perfectly legal. He's just whiny and grumpy.
I'm like, your lizard was legal? What are you talking about?
He's just a grumpy old man.
You even bought him at a lizard show.
Nope, not Anakin. Anakin we brought home from... he was a donation. Anakin and Kenobi were both donations to City Zoo. Percy was the one that I bought at the show, and then Omega was purchased from City Zoo.
Gotcha. Whoops, accidentally. Still had some blue in there. Now I got some blue mixed in with my white.
Yeah. Anakin was a whoopsie. We didn't know that was a boy and a girl in the same enclosure together. And then he became my pretty little baby. You can't get out that way, dude. If you wanted to be out, why didn't you just let me hold you?
Oops, I thought that was white. It was clear.
Do you want to come back out? I don't know. You're...
Oh.
Okay.
It's okay, Mona.
Oh, okay. No, I'm probably going to get a little bit of hate for saying I'd love to go there too. Just for the historical aspect. I'd love to just see it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because Muz has done a couple streams talking about like concentration camps and stuff. And although she can never remember which one it is, but there is one that literally is like a flip of a switch. Is all it would take for it to be active again.
It's crazy to think about.
That is scary crazy to think about. You know, that everything is still live. All I got to do is turn the power on. Crazy to think about. But yeah, she's like, I can never remember what it's called, which one it is.
That's probably good.
Yeah, any day. I mean, they could fire it up at any point. It's crazy. And I think what's even crazier is that, you know, in 2024, there's people that would fully support it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jasmine, we're still on. We're just talking.
Lay down. I'm still
I'm
hearing it
making
from
a
the.
crown for Carl.
Yeah, we're just BSing at this point. Because why not? I mean, there's nothing else going on that I know of anyway. Can't
Not
find
that I
my
know of. My
rug.
mini me's already in bed, so I'm free.
Jeez.
Thought you missed the rest. That's okay. That's why we have replay crew.
I don't know how you got so lucky with that one.
I don't know. She's pretty great, isn't she?
You know, kids that put themselves to sleep and
Self-entertained.
yeah. She'd come up to me, Grandma, I'm tired. Okay, why don't you go lay down? But I can't sleep. I think I need a sleepy gummy.
Yep, no, she knows. She knows when she can't sleep and when she's good.
Yep. It's just crazy for me, you know, to think that even at her age, she has enough self-awareness to know the difference between I'm tired and I can go to sleep and I'm tired and I'm too tired and I can't sleep.
Yeah.
And see, Ma, that's the part of history that in America they don't like to teach. We want to pretend that kind of stuff never happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do remember having to watch some videos, like when we got into high school, about that kind of stuff, but it wasn't like real life footage. It was all like dramatized, like TV, made for TV stuff, and it's like that's not the same.
Schindler's List by far was probably the best ever movie.
Japanese
Ever.
I still have not seen Schindler's List. Can you believe that?
It takes a lot of dedication because it is a long movie. You have to make sure that you can dedicate the time to it because you're going to be there. Where's my red?
And it's hard to watch. Well, I'm down for that.
It is hard to watch because it's very real and it's very raw.
I like things that push that envelope.
But I said, you know, by far of any movie on the topic, that is by far the best movie. But I think of all time, of all movies,
Cute.
it is easily on the top of the list for me.
On the top of Schindler's List, by chance? Saw an opportunity. Sorry, I had to take it. Oh, it's medication time.
Medication time. Well, you know, and how often have we heard, you know, those that don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we have this whole culture of let's pretend it never happened. And I'm like,
then it
so
ends up repeating.
Are we willfully wanting to repeat history? Is that what is going on? I mean,
it's believable.
You know, and I don't know if it's happened in other countries, but you look at here, you know, going in and taking down, you know, historical landmarks because it now hurts somebody's
Instagram.
You know, it hurts somebody's feelings. And I'm like, but it's history.
Mm-hmm.
It's still history. It may hurt your feelings in 2024, but it's still history, and you can't erase that.
Well, and it's supposed to hurt people's feelings. How are we going to learn and how are we going to do better if it doesn't hurt? That's my opinion on it anyway. But yeah, this is Carl. He has an Instagram.
Oh, you did an awesome job on his crown. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mona, like statues of like Civil War, like, you know, Custer and Lee and, you know, characters of that era have been torn down because it's like, oh, well, that represents slavery and that represents this and it represents that. And I'm like, yeah, that's our history.
My hometown is a good example of
history.
that lately. Well, it was a couple of years ago, but
Do what?
Said my town is a good example of that, considering their recent events in the past years. That was a while ago, but I consider it recently. We had our entire city hall defaced because of their statue, and then the statue was defaced, and yep, by people who were claiming that they wanted to keep the peace.
Yeah, let's keep the peace by creating chaos.
Brutal art, not reality. I like that.
So, for those that are chatting with us and anybody on replay crew, if you haven't figured out yet, even though my children are part of the snowflake generation, they are not snowflakes.
No, because we were raised with a brain. Yeah.
They are not. Oh, my feelings are hurt. You've got to accommodate me.
I am down for normalizing mental health days from work, though. I'm on board with that one.
And school.
In school, yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that we're in the age of acceptance right now. I do like that. But that doesn't mean I'm going to get offended if you misgender me. If I'm dressed like a dude, you have my permission to call me a dude.
Well, even if you're dressed like a chick, they have every right. They can call you a dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Snowflake was the new thing. Yeah, it's a whole.
Really? You didn't know that until YouTube?
I think my roommates just left again.
Yes, a whole generation. They call it the snowflake generation because they're so fragile. They melt like a snowflake. And they like to try to twist it and be like, no, they call us snowflakes because we're one of a kind. I'm like, no, you're not.
No.
You're all exactly the same.
Sheeple.
You're sheeple. And you're whiny little sheeple.
Poo-poo heads.
Who melt and cower at the first
inconvenience.
Hint of sliding.
Zillennials. You call them zillennials? That's so funny. I call them zoomers.
You call them what?
Zoomers.
Zoomers?
Like, okay, boomer, but they're Gen Z, so they're zoomers.
Yeah.
Which also, how dare you, start the whole okay, boomer thing when you're super sensitive? We'll show it.
Right. The irony in that.
We don't get offended easily here. YouTube might get offended easily, but I literally cussed on your stream earlier. I don't think they're going to be bothered.
You totally did. But, you know, like Anthony points out, I'm a small channel. They're not worried about me yet.
Yeah. You scared me, okay?
I can't find my red. Where did my red go?
I love that he did that too, right as I was explaining. Oh yeah, he's a jumper. Or after, or before, whatever. You know what I mean.
Words, language.
Words are hard.
I don't know how I misplaced an entire container of embossing powder. I guess in the crafting world, these would be called pots. Pots of embossing powder. I wanted to do my red one, and I can't find it. I don't know how. I mean, it's clearly not in here, so black. So it's got to be lost on my desk somewheres, or it's on my floor somewheres.
I always loved how offended a certain somebody would get when I pointed out that he was a millennial.
Oh, yeah. Just like he's not German, right?
Yeah. Just DNA test lied, just like the army.
I'm going to hold off on my last 5 butterflies because I want to do them in red, and I cannot find my red.
It's a bummer.
I know. I'm like, I don't know where it could possibly have walked off to. But as soon as I get everything put away, I'll find it.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. I started working on this project. I could have been on camera this whole time.
Look, found it.
Was it after you got everything put away?
It wasn't put away, but it was out of the way. I'd packed everything into here and put it off to the side because it goes up way up there in the corner to actually be put away. Well, now you know, Mona. And I don't believe, because if memory serves, I think we're around the same age. I don't believe that you're a snowflake generation. I think you're a Gen Xer like my.
Hey, at least we're doing better than Gen Alpha.
That's funny. I found a group on Facebook, and it's actually called, it's the name of the page is Gen X. And I'm like, and they post a lot of like, Google infant car seat and the year you were born. Post a picture.
Oh.
And I'm like, so
You mean
it's stuff
half a
like that.
seatbelt?
What was the number one song in the year you were born? And, stuff like that. And I'm like, this is kind of fun. This is a fun little page. We'll say car seat.
The car seat in my generation, in my younger years, was half a seatbelt.
Car seats of 1971. What was the point?
Don't follow. I don't even know what I am. You are a millennial, Jasmine. Because you're the same age as I am.
You're an old bag, Mona?
Oh, were we on something else? American song. Oh, wait, what American song? I don't have a clue. Oh, yeah, me there.
Did I miss something about American song?
Yeah, the number one song in the year that you were born.
I'm like, wait, what?
I don't know what mine was either. Part of me hopes it's Groove is in the Heart, but I know that was before me, long before me. But that's what I'm going to pretend it was.
I've Googled it before for me, but I can never remember what it is.
What are you knowing, Jasmine? Oh, okay. 1994 was the year that Kurt Cobain died, so it is possible to be a Nirvana song. Spiked in popularity after his death. Smells like teen spirit.
It's a quick Google search. Who has their phone available? And their hands.
My phone is available. My hands are not.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah. Same here. My phone's available, but my hands are busy. Okay, my butterflies are all embossed now. So I got lots of pretty colored butterflies.
I don't want to be a millennial. Same, girl, same. Holy duties, you're awake?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Watching TV.
Oh, okay.
Holy duties?
Well, I already dropped one S-bomb. Let's not. What's up, babe?
What are you doing?
Killing my carpal tunnel.
Isn't nobody?
Yeah, it's not attached. It was just kind of stuck in there. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll put it right here then.
Sounds
Joy
good.
to the World by Three Dog Night was the number one song in 1971.
Nice. Metalhead, nice.
Let's see if it changes, if it's date specific. If I do a date.
It's the way you said it, Jasmine. Hello, little girl.
So the number one song on my birthday, How Can You Mend a Broken Heart by the Bee Gees.
Oh, I know that song.
The Bee Gees. The Bee Gees.
What's mine?
Let's see. Yours on your actual birthday. I'll Make Love to You by Boys to Men.
Nope, I'm done. I want a new birthday.
Although I do like that song, but
I hate boy bands.
Since you're in here, Anthony, I'll figure yours out. And for everybody else, don't put your birthday in the chat. Bad idea.
We don't share our birthdays?
So Anthony's on the day he was born. Everything I do for you by Bryan Adams.
Oh, I know that song too. Whoa, that was loud, Bibs.
Good, Grandma.
Hi, Moose.
You say hi to me.
She did say hi to you.
Let's see. And let me just add in Norway in the search and see what it says.
Mom, some of your cookies, their skin falls off.
So
Yeah,
for
they
my
should-
son,
remember?
in Norway, Emotions by Mariah Carey was the number one in Norway.
Shed.
Shed.
They shed their skin.
I do that to you all the
Yes,
time.
buddy.
I like your builder flowers.
My builder flowers, my Lego flowers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Builder
Very
flowers.
perfect.
Thank you.
I like it. Can I take the crown off?
If you must.
The other ear. Oh.
Hey, Moose.
Hi.
Just making a heart.
I can't do hearts like that.
I know, you don't have to. You don't have to, Grandma.
It's easier for me to do this way.
Yeah. You just don't have to. Mom, I put the gem mic on.
Oh, good job.
Well,
Turkey lurkey.
they say so.
Mina, who calls you turkey lurkey?
Remember?
My teacher.
Auntie Lynn.
Your
And my
teacher calls you turkey lurkey?
That's awesome.
And Auntie Lynn.
Auntie
Yeah.
Lynn says hi. And so does Uncle AJ.
Can I play with your little
Do
penny?
you want to say hi to Auntie and Uncle first? Don't yell, please.
Hi. Hi.
I said don't yell. It's drying, okay?
Is that the pool?
Oh, I counted Nebby. I had to make them, but that's okay. No, it's not full.
What kind of house you making?
I'm not making a house.
What kind of you making? What kind?
You'll see. You'll see when I'm done.
All right, guys. I think we've been on here over 2 hours, and we're just kind of So I think we're gonna go ahead and end this. Thanks for hanging and chatting with us. It was fun. It's nice
Yeah,
to be
we don't
able
usually
to,
stay this long. It was fun.
yeah. Usually we bounce as soon as we're done. Rewind, catch a screenshot of the prompts for next week if you want to gather some supplies from in your neck of the world, and join us next week to craft along. But we will talk to ya. Jasmine, no. Sorry, I got other videos I gotta record. So,
And I've got a nap to take.
yep, and a child to take care of. So,
It's about an hour back. Oh, dang. We've been live for 2 hours.
yep. If I can figure out how to put chapters, I can do that. But I haven't tried doing that yet. I know you can, but good morning, Mona.
Good morning, y'all.
I'm glad we could give you some quiet to wake your day up. All right. You have a good night, Jasmine. Yes, Anthony, please do.
Stop, please.
And with that, we will talk to you guys later.
Tuesday toodles, y'all.
Bye.
Yeah.